Ladies and gentlemen, let me ask you a question. Have you ever faced a moment where life felt overwhelming, where the weight of the world seemed too heavy, and you wondered if there was a way through? Maybe you've had dreams that seemed unreachable or challenges that tested your strength to the core. In those moments, it's easy to feel like you're walking alone, like the path forward is unclear. Life's challenges often come unexpectedly, and they can shake us to our core. These moments test not only our strength, but our faith in ourselves and others, and in a higher purpose. It's easy to have faith when everything is going right, when the skies are clear and the path ahead is smooth. But the real test comes when we face adversity, when the winds shift and suddenly life feels uncertain. In these moments, the natural response is to question, why is this happening to me, or where is the way out? But what if we reframe that question and ask, what is this challenge here to teach me? Life has a way of shaping us through these tests, just like a blacksmith refines iron in the fire. Without the heat, without the pressure, the iron remains weak and unfinished. And so it is with us. Challenges are not designed to break us, they are meant to refine us, to sharpen us, to prepare us for greater things ahead. Every obstacle we face is a stepping stone, a part of a larger process that's molding us into someone stronger, more resilient, and more capable than we were before. It's through those difficult times that we gain new skills, deepen our understanding, and discover the depth of our own perseverance. Think about it, would we ever truly appreciate success if it came without effort or struggle? Would the victories mean as much if they were handed to us without any sense of challenge? The truth is, it's the tough moments, the setbacks, and the hardships that make success sweeter. They prepare us for a future that requires more of us than we were once capable of giving. In the end, these challenges are not detours, but part of the road leading us to greater success. Faith doesn't mean the absence of challenges. It means believing that the challenges have a purpose. When we understand that, we can embrace difficulties not as barriers, but as opportunities. Opportunities to grow, to stretch, and to build the strength we'll need for the road ahead. Because one thing is for certain, if we are to succeed in life, we will be tested. But through each test, we are being prepared for something bigger, something greater than we can even see at the moment. Faith isn't passive, it's a call to action with trust in the bigger plan. Many people mistake faith as merely waiting for things to happen, but real faith demands movement. It's not about sitting back and hoping that everything works out while doing nothing. True faith requires us to take bold steps forward, even when the outcome isn't clear. It's about showing up, even when the path seems uncertain. Faith is knowing that while you may not see the entire staircase, you still take the first step, trusting that each move will lead you closer to where you're meant to be. In life, we often face situations that seem beyond our control. It's easy to freeze in place, paralyzed by uncertainty or fear of failure. But faith asks us to act in spite of those fears. It's about doing what you can with what you have, knowing that there's a larger plan at work. When we take action with faith, we're saying, I trust that what I'm doing is part of a bigger picture. I may not see the results today, but I believe they're coming. Consider a farmer planting seeds in the ground. He doesn't just plant and walk away. He waters, nurtures, and tends to the soil. He knows that the growth isn't immediate, but he has faith in the process. Faith in action is much like that. You plant seeds of effort, whether it's working toward a goal, solving a problem, or building relationships, and then trust that with time and continued care, they will bear fruit. Faith-driven action doesn't guarantee immediate success. Sometimes the results aren't what we expected. But faith is trusting that even in the setbacks, there's purpose. Every action you take, even when it feels small, is a step toward something bigger. It's trusting that you're part of a larger story, one that's unfolding perfectly, even when you can't see all the pieces yet. Ultimately, faith is about movement. It's about pushing forward, trusting in something greater than yourself, and knowing that your efforts, no matter how uncertain or small they may seem, are leading you exactly where you need to be. So when life calls you to act, do it with faith, knowing that every step brings you closer to the fulfillment of a bigger plan. Belief in God's unwavering support builds the foundation for lasting success. Success is more than just reaching a destination or achieving a goal. True success is built on a strong foundation, and that foundation is the belief that you are supported by something greater than yourself. When you believe that God is always with you, that He has your back, no matter what, you're able to navigate life's ups and downs with a sense of peace and purpose that's hard to shake. Think about how empowering it is to know that you are not alone in your journey. It's like having an unbreakable safety net beneath you, one that's always there even when you can't see it. This belief gives you the courage to take risks, to move forward in the face of uncertainty, and to continue pressing on when others might give up. Because when you know that God's support is unwavering, you don't have to rely solely on your own strength. You can lean on a source of power that never fails. Now, this doesn't mean you won't face challenges or experience setbacks. In fact, those moments are inevitable. But when your belief is rooted in the knowledge that God is with you through it all, you approach difficulties differently. Instead of seeing obstacles as roadblocks, you start to see them as opportunities to grow, to learn, and to deepen your trust in the process. You don't panic when things don't go according to plan, because you know that God's plan is always greater. This foundation of belief becomes the anchor in your life. It gives you stability when the winds of change blow and confidence when the future seems unclear. It also fuels persistence because you understand that no matter how long the journey takes or how many twists and turns you encounter, you are being guided towards success in the long run. It's not just about what you can achieve on your own, but about what's possible when you align your actions with a higher purpose and trust in God's constant presence. When you operate from this foundation, your definition of success expands. It's no longer just about material gain or external accomplishments. Success becomes about fulfilling a purpose, living in alignment with your values, and knowing that you're on the right path regardless of how many obstacles you encounter. The belief in God's unwavering support turns your focus from short-term victories to lasting, meaningful success that touches every area of your life. Setbacks are not signs of failure but opportunities for growth and deeper trust. When things don't go as planned, it's easy to feel discouraged, to think that you failed or that you're off track. But the truth is, setbacks are a necessary part of any worthwhile journey. They're not indicators that you're doing something wrong. Rather, they're often signs that you're being prepared for something greater than what you originally envisioned. In fact, without setbacks, we wouldn't have the opportunity to learn, to adjust, or to strengthen our faith. Think about it. Every setback forces you to pause, reflect, and recalibrate. It's in these moments that you learn the most about yourself, about your resilience, your creativity, and your ability to push through difficult circumstances. Without setbacks, success would lose its meaning. It's the struggles along the way that make the victories so much sweeter. When you hit a roadblock, it's important to remember that it's not the end of the road. It's just a curve in the path, an unexpected turn that offers a chance to grow in ways you might not have considered. Sometimes the setback is there to redirect you toward a better path, a more fulfilling goal, or a deeper purpose. Other times it's simply a test of endurance, a way to strengthen your resolve and show you just how much you're capable of. But here's the key: setbacks also deepen our trust. They remind us that we're not in control of every aspect of life, and that's okay. When things don't go our way, it's an invitation to trust that there's a bigger plan in motion, even if we can't see it in the moment. Trust is like a muscle that grows stronger the more it's exercised. And setbacks give us the chance to exercise that trust, to lean on faith rather than fear, and to believe that even in the hardest moments, God is working behind the scenes for our good. The next time you face a setback, don't be quick to label it as failure. Look for the lesson. Ask yourself what it's trying to teach you. What is this challenge revealing about your character? What strength is it building within you? And most importantly, how is it inviting you to trust more deeply in the process, in yourself, and in God's unfailing support? God's timing may not align with ours, but His promises are always greater than our problems. One of the hardest things for us to grasp is that the timing of life doesn't always match the plans we set for ourselves. We live in a world that's often focused on instant gratification. We want things now, and we want results fast. But when it comes to the bigger picture, to the things that truly matter, there is a divine timing at work. And here's the challenging part: it's rarely on our schedule. We've all experienced moments where we've worked hard, done everything right, and yet the breakthrough doesn't come when we expected. We pray, we plan, and still things don't unfold as quickly or as smoothly as we'd hoped. In those moments, it's easy to grow frustrated, to doubt, and to wonder if things will ever fall into place. But here's the key: God's timing is perfect even when we don't understand it, and His promises are always worth waiting for. When things are delayed, it's not because we've been forgotten or because our efforts don't matter. Often it's because we're being prepared for something even better than we imagined. Sometimes we're not quite ready for the success or the answer we're seeking. Or maybe there are elements being worked out behind the scenes that we can't see. God has a way of orchestrating things in our lives in ways we could never comprehend. And when the time is right, things come together in a way that makes us realize why we had to wait. It's in this waiting period where faith is truly tested. Can we trust that even when the answers don't come on our schedule, they're still on the way? Can we believe that what we're hoping for will come at the perfect time in the perfect way, even if it's different from what we envisioned? This is where trust in God's promises becomes essential. His word never fails. He has promised to be with us, to guide us, and to bring about good in our lives, even when the road is long and the timing feels off. The beauty of God's timing is that when things finally fall into place, they do so in a way that often exceeds our expectations. What we once saw as problems become small in the light of the blessings that eventually arrive. His promises always have a way of surpassing the obstacles that once seemed insurmountable. So, if you find yourself waiting for an answer, waiting for a breakthrough, waiting for a dream to unfold, don't lose heart. Know that just because it hasn't happened yet doesn't mean it won't. Trust in the process. Trust in the promise. And most importantly, trust that when it does come to pass, it will be greater, more fulfilling, and more aligned with your true purpose than you ever thought possible. God's timing may not always align with ours, but it's always on time. And when you hold on to that truth, you can move through life with a sense of peace, knowing that everything is unfolding exactly as it should, in perfect harmony with a plan far greater than your own.